As you all saw in the intro cinematics, I was a bit busy in between episodes here once again. This time I added a couple new crop fields next to the barn that we built last time. I ended up taking a little bit of inspiration from my friend Simply Knight with these crop fields. He posted a video recently where he made a farmhouse and also a couple different wheat fields and stuff. And just within his wheat fields, he added a bunch of different types of vegetation, so it's not just only wheat going all the way across. And I just really like that idea, so I kind of incorporated it in my own way over here. A couple different pieces of grass. We got some firefly bushes, some of the other new, shrubs and whatnot. Also just got a bunch of like azalea leaves kind of sprawled across. Got some leaf litter, making it look overgrown and not perfect. And I think it looks really good, in my opinion. I want to continue this style over here. I think it's gonna just look really cool. I don't really like when crop fields look too organized. I know they can look really nice that way if you do it right, but I've always liked going for the messier look. There's also this pathway here that doesn't lead to anything just yet, but I actually want to start working on a building in this area pretty much right now. I'm probably gonna have to gather a little bit more materials, but I'll get to that here in a second. The thing that I want to build right here is a horse stable. I haven't built one of these in a while. I usually just kind of attach little areas to my buildings where I just kind of stash my horses. That's what's going on with my starter house. The other side of it that you can't see, I do have a horse over there. Of course, I got Gravy, my man. But I want to give him a better home. Gravy getting a building dedicated to him before Ghost does is actually kind of a crime. I gotta start working on that probably on my next Survival World episode, but that's not what this is at all. All right, this is Hardcore Minecraft. What's up, guys? How you doing? Hardcore number 3, banger intro. I've been talking way too long, honestly, and I keep messing up my takes. So this is what we're sticking with. I hope you like it. Yeah, so there's going to be a horse stable at the end of this pathway. I kind of want to make it like a diagonal building. Maybe not entirely diagonal. I don't know, but I just think like a building oriented like where the doorway is like right here would probably work the best, just based on where I put these crop fields. I kind of did it this way on purpose because I want to force myself to build in ways I'm not super comfortable with. I want to get better at building, all that nonsense. You know the vibes. I did actually, gather up a decent amount of materials just from my storage room in my starter house. This should probably get me most of the way through this build. There's just a couple more things that I do want to go ahead and gather. You can never have enough spruce wood, so I'll probably chop down one of the big spruce trees that I have over there. And then I do want to get some of the pale moss and some tuff. So those are the 3 blocks that I have my sights on right now. I might go ahead and add a couple more in there too, just kind of as I'm collecting, but I will be right back and this chest will be more full. Do you guys smell that? It smells like building time to me. Sometimes I think of things to say and they sound a lot cooler in my head, than when I actually say them. But usually what happens is I don't want to exert the energy to figure out something else to say to like start off a segment, so I kind of just roll with those. That's exactly what's happening here. We're gonna roll with this take. But anyway, I have a lot more materials now in here. Way too much spruce wood. Honestly, did not need to gather this much, but I chopped down just all of what I had over there because I just kind of got carried away. Grabbed a little bit of tuff, got a little bit of pale moss blocks, and also some deep slate. I think I'll probably incorporate this into the color palette a little bit here. Now I'm thinking that the most important part of this stable is definitely going to be the shape. So I want to spend actually a decent amount of time here really ironing the shape out. I feel like if I rush this, it's just going to look really bad. I want to make sure I have enough room around this building to actually have a pathway connecting, because I actually want the pathways to completely circle each of these crop fields. So I'm going to map these out just very loosely. I can come back in later and actually make these pathways look how I want to, but just so I have enough space in mind. Let me just put in a temporary one here. They don't look good, but now I have 2 just path block pathways that kind of go around each of the farms. So I should have a much better idea of where I can actually put this building. And I have no idea what I'm doing in terms of the shape. This is just going to be a whole bunch of trial and error. But let me see what I can come up with, I guess. Yeah, I have no idea if I'm onto something or if this is just awful. But I'm going to pop into FreeCam so you can kind of get like a bird's eye view of the schematic here. So this is what I have plopped down. There's a little bit of diagonalness. That's not a word, but you know what I mean. It's a little diagonal off there to the left. And then there's like 2 boxes over here to the right. I think this shape actually looks all right now. It might be something that I change just kind of as I'm building this thing up. Like, I feel like I'm gonna very heavily tweak this build as I just continue to go here. Then I also have these 2 fenced areas. I just kind of want to have like little overhangs, like what I have over here. Like that exact thing I want on this right side and the left side. And I just wanted to denote that with fences rather than full blocks, just so I can kind of remember like what I want to do here. So that's the shape. What I'm going to do now is just continue building up these walls only using cobblestone. And then once I get a height that I'm comfortable with, we can come back through and texture. And this build kind of goes across a couple elevations. So I think I'm going to kind of show that in the height of the build as well. So like the right side here is going to be the lowest point. And I think this is a good height for the lowest point of the building. So then over here, I'm going to bump this up at least a block. I don't think I'm going to do 2. I think 1 block should be enough. And then part of me even wants to make the diagonal section over here just go up another block. I honestly think that'll look pretty cool. It'll just add more interest to this build. Like the shape is already pretty interesting, but then if the roof shape kind of just falls down like that, I think that'll look even better. And just as you walk down the pathway, the building will look, you know, better proportioned to like where you're standing. If I made this all the same height, I feel like down here, it would just look way too tall because this would be 2 blocks higher, you know? I may have to tweak these heights a little bit more too, because like this section right here looks a little bit awkward. It's only 3 blocks tall from where I'm standing. But if I put another 2 blocks on top of that, it doesn't really connect up nicely. Like if I were to do this, you can see the other section would have to come out a couple more blocks over there, like this diagonal section, in order for this to line up correctly. But I don't know. Maybe I can do some weird funky roof like this, because I think this looks better from down here. Might be a little bit in over my head for this one. But let me just keep working on the shape here, and then I'll be back to actually start texturing. I have finally settled here on the shape for this building, so we can actually start going through and texturing. I did also, you know, make a couple rooms here. These are the actual spots where the horses are going to go. We got spots for 4 horses. That should be plenty. For the texturing on this building, I have a lot of different blocks that I want to incorporate. So here's a small section using some of the blocks that I have. I have a little bit of deep slate, a little bit of tough as well attached to that. We have some moss, some mossy cobblestone, and some regular stone. So I like what these blocks look like together. But now let me come to a different part of the building. Let's actually just do this little diagonal here. I also want to work in a little bit of pale moss, and then everything that this pale moss is touching, we're going to put some tough, because I just think those blocks look really, really nice together. It's pretty subtle, but it just adds some nice texture variety and also a little bit of shadow. And I think actually deep slate at the bottom here could look really cool, because if you're looking at it like this, that just kind of darkens up that bottom a little bit more. So I'm going to replace these 3 blocks with deep slate, just like that. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. And then let's work in just a little bit of regular stone. I think that also looks good. So I'm going to be kind of just doing this in different patches, right? So we have a patch using these few blocks. We have a patch using these few blocks. I'm just going to keep mixing and matching these all around this building, just to give it a lot more character. And I also wanted to break in just a little bit of andesite as well. Whenever andesite is touching regular stone, I think it looks really, really nice. It just brightens it up. Yeah, so that looks pretty cool there too. So using a few different gray blocks here in the front, and then a little bit of moss there on the right, I think this is starting to look really, really good. That should be everything. That should be every wall of the building now textured. Still looks a little bit weird because the shape is still something I'm not used to at all. But hopefully when I start working on the roof, it'll start to look a little better. I would like to start working on this roof now. And I'm going to start with the right side. You know, the sides that are just regular boxes that I'm used to building. I'm going to start over here. And now I want to figure out a way to not make this roof too tall. Like, this wall right here is pretty long, if I'm being honest. So I think I should start working in some slabs, maybe at this level right there, and then just slab my way up to the middle. That might have actually really worked. Hold on. Let me fill this in, and let me pop in a free cam. It's just way faster. Yeah, that looks good. I think it's actually a nice little rounded shape there. Okay, let's do something similar down here. All right, did a very similar thing to the front. And yeah, I still think that looks good. Okay, awesome. Let me fill this all in. And then I gotta start worrying about the diagonal part, which I'm kind of scared about, man. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just keep placing down slabs and hoping for the best. I'm gonna just kind of keep doing that. And I'm gonna see what this ends up looking like, I guess. This roof looks weird. All right, I'm aware of that. But this is what I have so far. I don't think it looks so bad. You know, I think this kind of works for the vibe that I'm going for. This section looks a little bit weird, but honestly, I kind of like it. I can put a little flower pot right there too. We have a little window. I kind of don't mind that. I also think extending the overhang, which is a couple trap doors here, is going to help a lot too. Am I doing something with this? I really don't know. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. Okay, I like this. I think I like this. I'm just going to convince myself to like it, I guess. I do want to have a couple fences just come all the way down from the roof just to kind of look like it's being a little bit more supported. I think these fences are actually working really well. All right, I'm going to keep putting these all over the place here. Okay, I'm actually liking this build a lot more now. The shape of it's a little weird, but it's definitely growing on me. I think this is a pretty cool addition to this area. It's definitely unique. Like, I've never built anything like this before. And once I get this to blend into the area a little bit better by just, you know, throwing some more external decorations, I think this thing's actually going to look pretty good. And that's actually what I'm going to do right now. And honestly, I don't want to spend too much time on this build today because there's still some more stuff I want to get done. So let me put on the final touches to this build, move the horses in, and then I'll show it off. I'm just gathering up a little bit of jungle wood here to continue on the build. And since when is there a woodland mansion right there? How have I never seen this? Dude, it's day 108. I've been in this area for like 100 days already. How have I not seen this? What do you mean? That's definitely something we can tackle here eventually. I'm just so shocked it took me so long to actually notice that. Kind of lost track of what day it was and just completely played past day 100. I was gonna come back and like say something about it, but now it's day 114. I missed it by like 2 weeks. My bad. But I did finish the stable, and it looks actually a lot different than when I last spoke to you guys, like while I was building this thing. I never actually intended on putting a second floor up there. This was like a complete last minute decision, but I'm really glad I ended up doing this. I think it fits a lot better now into the area. Like, it looks really nice next to the barn here. This was supposed to just be an incredibly simple build just to start the video off, but this took a lot more time than I anticipated. But I am really happy with this. I think this is a really good looking stable. We actually have our horse Gravy in here as well. It does keep jumping up against these trapdoors, and it's really annoying, I'm not gonna lie. So maybe I can fine-tune this a little bit. But anyway, Gravy's in there. This one's empty. And then this one over here is also empty. And then instead of having a fourth area for horses, I decided to make this like a little house. So you can walk in, there's a little chest, some paintings, head upstairs, and then you have a bedroom. So the interior is actually done. I do actually want to make some progress, though, in this video. So to close this one out, let's do a mining trip. I think I should be all prepared to go. Got a bunch of food, got a water bucket, got a backup shield as well, got a couple extra pickaxes. The goal for this mining trip is just to find some diamonds. I want to actually make some diamond gear, some diamond armor, all that fun stuff. So I'm going to head over to this mountain over here because it looks like there is some kind of a cave peeking out. I don't know how deep this goes. But if this can quickly go down to Deepslate, this could be, you know, kind of exactly what I'm looking for here. All right, so in this dripstone cave, there's a bunch of zombies. But does this keep going down? It kind of looks like it does. This zombie is dripped out. I know I'm here for diamonds, but I still also want to grab all this iron that I see. I kind of really enjoy not having an iron farm. I'm not going to lie. Like, I kind of like coming into the caves to actually mine iron myself. This area over here looks promising. It goes down pretty deep. If this doesn't take me all the way down to Deepslate, it should at least take me like most of the way there. Okay, yeah, that definitely goes down to Deepslate level. Okay, we're heading in the right direction for sure. All right, I am passing by a lot of iron in this cave, but I kind of don't care right now. I've gathered up a decent amount, so I just want to kind of keep making my way towards Deepslate here. Just gotta be real careful of these creepers. These dripstone caves can be super, super tough. These creepers really just hide everywhere. And I actually am level 30 now. That's pretty cool. Like, look, there's another one over there. These guys just keep hiding, man. This is probably not where I should be, but whatever. Okay, yeah, this definitely keeps going down for a while. Cool. There's got to be a bunch of diamonds down here. Yeah, this is exactly where I want it to be. Okay, cool. So there should be a lot of diamonds in this area. Looks like it keeps going deeper. And it's not as much of a dripstone cave anymore, which is something that I love. Now, unfortunately, it looks like this cave ends right here, which is not ideal. But is this an iron vein by any chance? That'd be cool. No, this is not an iron vein. I don't know, it could be. It could be. I keep mining around and I keep finding iron. I think this is an iron vein, actually. Yeah, this has got to be one. Honestly, I have the time. I'm just gonna mine out most of this. Oh, this goes into a trial chamber. Well, alrighty then. Didn't expect to find one of these. I don't think I'm gonna tackle this right now, but I definitely will. Eventually. Gonna screenshot those coordinates for later, for sure. Oh, I should have brought a bundle. How did I forget? A bundle would be really useful right now. Alright, I'm finally going back down again. This dripstone cave is huge, but it's kind of all at the same Y level. I keep finding these little pockets that go down, but it only like barely gets into deep slate, and then there's just nothing else. Okay, there we go. There's a mine shaft down there. That looks like it goes into a really big cave. This is exactly where I need to be. Gotta be careful, though. Oh, there's also a spawner right here. Okay, that's interesting. Let me not have the creeper blow this up. Sounds like it's a spider spawner. Yeah, if that's the case, realistically, I don't think I'm going to do much with it. It is a spider spawner, very unfortunately. I don't know if I'm going to make this into an actual farm. I can at least take a stop here for a second, unload my inventory, and then, actually, how do you craft a bundle? Do I have enough? I do. That's going to be amazing. Alright, let me use this time to clear out my inventory a little bit. Alright, the inventory is looking a lot cleaner. Got a couple bundles. Let's continue the mining session. And this cave looks like it opens up into something massive. Yeah, just leave the crafting table. Definitely don't need that anymore. It would be a real shame if this ended up coming back to bite you. Like, imagine you're trying to dig out of a dangerous cave, and then all of your pickaxes break, and you don't have a crafting table to make a new one. So you're stuck with the choice of either just punching your way out, even though you're on like Y -15. So going all the way up like that with your fist. So you're stuck with that choice, or going back down into the cave to grab a couple pieces of wood from a mine shaft. But then the cave is real scary and not lit up. Let's really hope that it doesn't come down to that. Just gonna try to run around and light everything up. That's the plan. They can't kill me if I'm running, right? I do see a chest next to me in the mine shaft. Don't have too much time to loot it though. Hold on. Let me go check out this one chest before I forget. We good? Are we safe? I think we're safe. Always take a name tag. That's always good to have. Fortunately, no diamonds or anything, though. And I guess we're in the mine shaft. Alright, I mean, I'll explore this. There could be some good stuff in here. It's a little scary, but I think I'll be alright. Okay, perfect. This mine shaft looks like it branches off into some other caves. Much safer to mine for diamonds in a cave like this. Oh, I've never seen a spider fight a skeleton before. Interesting. I guess the skeleton shot the spider. That's funny. We got our first bit of diamonds up there. Sweet. Hopefully it's more than just that one. Great, we got 2. Okay, this is at least enough to make an enchanting table. And we have 3. Hell yeah. And by 3, I mean 4. That's a lot of skeletons over there. Man. But this opens up really well. I am, like, entirely out of torches, though, which is not good. So, honestly, it could be smart for me to, like, resurface and then come back. I feel like that's what I should do. There are so many mobs over here. Okay, I'm gonna dig out over here, and then I will be right back down with just more torches, because I want to keep exploring down here. Well, it turns out I have left my crafting table behind, which is not ideal. So I guess I gotta go back down into the cave for a second. And hopefully I can just quickly get back into that mine shaft, grab a couple pieces of wood, and then continue heading up. Okay, my plan is to run back in this direction. I got my blocks out. I should be able to run back over here and hopefully spot some of the stronghold. There's a lot of skeletons shooting at me, though. And you keep bobbing and weaving. They're shooting each other. Okay, this could be good. I think the entrance is over here somewhere. Oh no. This is bad. Okay, I'm safe. I'm safe, but I am in a hole. Am I able to mine through deep slate with my fist? Okay, I can. Okay, honestly, I don't hear anything around me again. Let's see if we can bust back out one more time. And I have just now realized that I left my water, which is not good. I think there's like an opening. Okay, it's right above here. Hold on. Okay, I just need to get up there. That's all I have to do. I can barely see the skeleton. Okay, you're dead. I should be able to get up here now. We did it. Okay, okay, we should be good. Let me just grab 4 of these, make a crafting table. Give me any kind of pickaxe. I'll make my first diamond pickaxe now. Thank you very much. And I'm gonna try to run back to where that hole was. Oh my god, I did it. I did it. I'm safe. I cut off my water, but I'm safe. Okay, it should be good. I should be good. That was so scuffed. I am really not good at this game when it comes to so many aspects of it. But hey, alright, we made it work. Okay, where am I? I don't know, but I'm alive. I'm right by the right by the woodland mansion. I can't believe this is right here. That's insane still. Okay, I'm gonna put this little pillar here because I do want to actually go back down to this cave, probably like right away. I have screenshotted the coordinates of the little dirt pillar that I just made so I can, you know, get back into the cave I was in. I am going to stop home. We're gonna gear up again. And I'm gonna do some enchanting, I think. I definitely want to enchant a pickaxe. And I'm also just thinking about putting a couple like basic enchants on some iron armor. Just to make it so I don't die. Thankfully, I can make way more than enough bookshelves. And I actually think I even have some obsidian chilling around. I do, I have 4. Perfect. Let's make the first enchanting table on the series. And just for right now, I'm gonna throw the enchanting table right here. Obviously, this is going to have a building eventually. I just want to be able to get some enchants going temporarily. So we got efficiency 4 on the diamond pickaxe. Power 4 on a book. I have 2 more diamonds left over. I'm gonna make a sword as well, and I might as well check that. If I can get looting 3, might be worth it to take right away. Unbreaking 3. Okay, I'm definitely gonna take the pickaxe here then. Efficiency 4, silk touch, and unbreaking 3. That's a very good pickaxe to get right away. I will take that. I would love fortune, but silk touch is certainly not bad. Awesome. And then I see smite 2 down here. I'm gonna take that. Smite 2, sweeping edge 2, knockback 1, looting 1. That's also not a bad enchant at all. Then I am just gonna grab some pretty basic enchantments on some iron armor. Projectile protection 4 in the boots. I don't mind that at all. There's a lot of skeletons down there. Fire protection 2 on the chest piece. I'm probably gonna disenchant that one. Prot 2 in the legs isn't bad. But let's see if I can just get some regular, just basic protection on both of these. So protection 2 on the chest piece. Aqua affinity isn't so bad on the helmet. I'm gonna take that off. That's kind of pointless for me right now. Protection 1 on the helmet. I'll take that. Okay, so it's not great, but it's something. I think I'm now ready once again to hit the caves. All right, so this time will be much different. I have way more torches. I have better armor. And I have a much, much better pickaxe now. And honestly, this sword really is not bad. This should help me a lot. I'm actually really glad that I got Silk Touch so early. I use a lot of regular stone and like regular deep slate in my builds. So not having to smelt them now is going to be massive. All right, we are back. And I did not put water in my bucket. That's all right. I should be able to find some down here. Let me begin by just lighting up everywhere that I can. I have a ton of torches. This area is huge. There should be a lot of diamonds around here that I'm just not seeing. Like right there. Wow, that's perfect. All right, how many diamonds we got over here? Just 2. But it's fine. Ooh, I see some more diamonds over there. Sweet. And there's more diamonds right there. Probably very dark. I'm sure you guys can't really see, but trust me, they're here. Oh, there we go. This is a big vein, though. That's going to help. That is going to help swimmingly. And let's grab these diamonds down here. These are probably just 1. Better than 0, but still, 1's not ideal. Oh, and this cave keeps on going. Okay, I'm going to be rich at the end of this. Or dead. I guess let's see what happens. Okay, there's some more diamonds. Thank you very much. Let me just kind of continue lighting this up. I like being very thorough whenever I go mining. I try to light up as much as I can before I actually go back and mine everything. Some people are maniacs though, man. Some people will just mine as they go in the darkness, and that stresses me out. My anxiety cannot take it. Another 2 diamonds. We'll take that for sure. And there's more down there, but they're heavily guarded. It's fine because I'm the greatest. Ready? I've played years of zombies. I know exactly what to do in this situation. Shoot him! No! No! It was so close. I think he was one shot. Why is your aim so bad? Oh well. How many diamonds is this? 5 diamonds. We will definitely take those. And let's continue going down below. There's more diamonds over there. Okay, yeah, this is awesome. This is exactly what we needed. Okay, I got a couple more down here. I got 18, so this is going to be 19, 20. And that's it right there. Alright. I think I'll probably go until I have enough. There's more right there, too. And right there, wow. I'll probably go until I have enough for, like, a full set of armor and then maybe tools. I'm debating on if I want to wait until I get fortune to actually mine all these, or if I should just mine them immediately so I can make my armor and just be a little bit safer here in the world. I'm not exactly sure just yet, but I'll decide whenever I resurface. Okay, that puts us to 25 diamonds. And while I'm down here, I might as well grab some of this obsidian. Feeling a little rich too, so grabbed 14. Gonna actually put the corners on this portal. Oh wow, that zombie dropped a carrot. I think that's actually my first carrot on the world so far. That's cool. Oh man, that goes down even deeper. Alright, we got a whole nother area to light up down there. There's gotta be so many diamonds. I'm gonna try to put some torches on the side here. Maybe I'll see this and I can actually come back up this way. But I'm just gonna head down. What do we got? Oh yeah, this cave is huge, dude. I'm glad I brought a lot of torches. Just keep bobbing and weaving. Keep bobbing and weaving and keep lighting stuff up. I'm not really looking for diamonds. I'm kind of just running around just spamming torches, but I also just haven't stumbled across any, which feels crazy. This thing is legitimately like never ending. I feel like I've been running around for like 10 minutes. That guy just tried to 360 me. How disrespectful. These are the first diamonds that I'm seeing in this whole area. There's gotta be more. But honestly, that's still not bad. Just right there, that was what, like 5? I got 30 diamonds now. And there's just no way that that's all of the diamonds in this whole area. Because, dude, look how big this area is. This could be a cool spot for, like, an underground village eventually. That could definitely be a cool build in a future episode. Alright, got a couple more diamonds tucked back here. It actually was more than one, too. We'll take that. Okay, this looks like this opens up into another pretty big cave here again. So I think what I'm gonna do is just resurface, take all of the diamonds that I have mined down here, actually craft those all down into some armor, some tools and whatnot, and then we can come back to this cave whenever I get fortune on a pickaxe. So I'm gonna proceed with that plan in mind. So let me see if I can find my way out of here. I think I should be able to find that staircase that I used to get down here. Yeah, it's in this room. It's right there. Awesome. Okay, so I will be back into this cave. There's still a lot more to explore. I'll be back once I get fortune on a pickaxe. I went ahead and mined 3 of the diamonds, just with an iron pickaxe, so I can make another diamond pickaxe here. The enchant right now is efficiency 4. I think what I'm gonna do is, before I mine the rest of these 31 diamonds, I'm gonna quickly get up to level 30, enchant this pickaxe just in case it gives me fortune right away. If it doesn't give me fortune, I'll probably just mine the diamonds out normally and then craft up a full set of tools and armor just with these 31 diamonds. And the primary way that I'm going to get my levels is just by fishing. I will go ahead and breed up the animals though. I haven't done that in a little while if I'm being honest, so that'll give me just some experience, and then I'll get the rest by fishing, and hopefully we can even just fish up some cool stuff. I don't think I've actually bred up my animals at all this entire time since I've gotten them back here, so this is going to give me like no experience. Yeah, okay, so we're level 23. That's fine. I don't mind fishing to get to level 30 here. And maybe, just maybe, we can get ourselves a mending book or something like that. Or like a mending fishing rod would actually be huge. I'd honestly rather that than just a regular mending book, if I'm being honest. But let me cast out the line a couple times, and then I'll be back whenever I get something cool, or if I just get to level 30 without getting anything cool. Whatever happens first. Hold on. That is a bow. What is that bow? Power 3, Unbreaking 3, and Mending? That's a really good bow, but we can't get Infinity on that. Because I don't think you can put Infinity and Mending together. But that's still the best thing I've gotten so far, for sure. I'm sure I'll eventually, like, gravitate towards an Infinity bow, but, you know, for the early game, that's really good. That's another enchanted thing. Hold on. Couldn't see what that was. Was that a bow or was that a book? It was another bow. Power 4, just straight up. Alright, dude. We're getting really lucky with these bows. Give me a fishing rod, man, please. Okay, sorry, I am eating a sandwich. But that is an enchanted book, and it's knockback 2. How disappointing. And we get a fishing rod back to back. I'm still eating the same sandwich. That's a mending fishing rod. Hell yeah. That is exactly what you like to see. Another enchanted book alert. Come on, show me something good. That is an incredibly good book. Wow. All right. Sharpness 4, efficiency 4, unbreaking 3. All right, I'm gonna have to really consider what to use that on. That is a super good book. Got yet again another bow. The number of bows you get fishing is actually crazy. Power 4 flame. All right, we're just building up a really good bow here. Okay, this is kind of getting ridiculous now. Let's see what this next bow is. Another mending bow. We just have an infinite number of enchanted bows. Like, am I just gonna keep getting these? Give me more books. All right, that's yet again another fishing rod. Unbreaking 3. It's honestly not that important to have these together. Like, this mending fishing rod has not gone down at all ever since I got fully healed, but I'll probably combine those. That was a really good fishing trip, by the way. I got all this stuff right here, plus like another half a stack of food, probably. I didn't count my food exactly because I was already eating cooked salmon and I think a little bit of cooked cod I had on me already. So I probably got like a stack and a half, about 2 stacks of food total. But obviously we'll always take that too. I don't know if I'm ever gonna actually go through all this fish, but at least it's an option now. But most importantly, let me enchant this second pickaxe. Efficiency 4. Let me check a book, I guess, before I do anything else. Can't remember if I've already done this. It's protection 3. Okay, so efficiency 4, and that is it. I'm gonna disenchant this right away. It's Unbreaking 3 next. Okay, if that was a guaranteed fortune, maybe I would have taken it, but anyway, let's go ahead and start breaking all these diamonds. And I guess if I get to level 30 while mining these diamonds, might as well enchant again, right? Wasn't able to get back up to level 30 here, but it's all good. I have 31 diamonds now. Okay, so let me go ahead and start crafting everything that I'm going to need. So let's get a chest piece. Let's get a pair of leggings. Let's also get a helmet. And then let's get some boots. Let's also go ahead and get an axe. Let's get a shovel. And then let's do it. Let's also get a hoe. I'm gonna go ahead and display my old iron armor in the new stable that we built today. So got a little armor stand back here. Just toss everything on, so now it stares at you right when you walk in. And we can also throw on this brand new diamond armor. And let's throw all of our tools on the hotbar as well. This ended up being a way more productive episode than I was expecting. Built up a brand new horse stable, so now Gravy has a long-term house in this world. And I also got a whole bunch of diamonds, covered myself in diamonds, and also gave myself diamond tools and diamond weapons. Thank you all so much, though, for watching this video. I think next time, we'll probably tackle this enchanting setup. It's not going to be this forever. I think I should probably make an actual building for this, so be on the lookout for that. I really hope you guys enjoyed, though. Thanks one more time for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon as we watch the sunset go down. Man, it's so pretty. All right, bye.